Hey friends, welcome to another episode of the Sandy Park Club podcast.
Welcome.
We have now reached episode 10.
10, baby, 10.
We're now in 10 episodes, so thank you to our followers, Sandy Park Club members, anybody that kind of knows us and what we're kind of producing here. So shout out to everybody.
Shout out to all of you out there.
Yeah, and we hope that you guys had a great Thanksgiving, a little break if you guys got off work, played some golf, watched some football, all of that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
Our Rams, unfortunately.
Rams didn't do so good over the weekend, but,
Right.
we had Thanksgiving football. We had the match on Friday.
Right.
Then we had football again on Sunday.
Correct.
So it was and then we had the Black Friday shopping.
Yeah, Black Friday
we
shopping.
had all of that.
Yep.
So eventful weekend for a lot of people for the holidays, just to start the holidays.
Correct.
Because,
And
we got a big holiday coming up.
Yeah, and then, exactly. We have another big holiday coming up, which is Christmas, and a lot more to be able to offer you guys. But I think we're going to extend some of the Cyber Monday sale, so you can still get up to 25% off and of our merchandise. And we'll be having new merchandise come out pretty soon. So with our existing merchandise, we still have those select items. If you didn't get an opportunity to buy on Black Friday or Cyber Monday,
Still up.
The code is still there, and we'll send an email out to everybody regarding...
check your emails.
Yeah, check your emails.
If you don't see it in your inbox, check your spam.
Check
it all.
Yeah, because we're seeing those numbers. I'm only seeing 50% of our email list get opened by you guys.
So
and,
open them up.
It might just be because the emails go into your junk or spam folder. Don't forget to add us on email as a trusted email. Yeah. So check us out. Again, the Sandy Park Club podcast offers you the latest golf news, Sandy Park Club merchandise, local club tournament information, and showcases various guests and products of the golf industry. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video so that we can get this algorithm popping.
Right. Let's get it.
Yeah, and so that we can provide you guys with more content in the future.
SandyParkClub.com.
Yeah, SandyParkClub.com.
That's how you can join our mailing list. That's how you can find out other information. That's how you can find links to our podcast.
Right.
Tinker Golfman's YouTube channel.
Right.
And all of our merchandise.
Right.
SandyParkClub.com.
Right.
It's free.
It's free.
It's free to join the mailing list. Everybody likes free, right?
And if you go to our website, you should automatically get a pop-up that's asking you to join the email newsletter. So if you don't see it, it's on our splash page. You just have to scroll down a little bit, and you can join our email newsletter. Where we provide all of this information. But we wanted to give a shout out to our Sandy Park Club / Western Gales head cover giveaway winner.
Oh, yeah.
Not a lot of you guys joined. There was only a handful of people that left comments on either the post or a podcast video
on YouTube.
On YouTube. So there wasn't a lot of you guys, but our winner is one of our Sandy Park Club members, which is Donald Schmelz.
Yes, sir.
So shout out to you.
Congratulations,
The
Donald.
one-of-one Western Gales head cover is going to be coming your way.
Yes. Let's get together. Let's play some golf. So
yes,
give
sir.
You this
hybrid head cover. Again, you guys can also purchase this stuff. They use recycled sailing material. They're out of San Francisco, Western Gales. I know a lot of people have been asking, what material is it? It's, again, recycled material. I've seen, reused jacket material that they've used as well. So they're not limited to just sailing material in a sense, but...
it's that waterproof stuff, though.
It's that waterproof stuff.
Waterproof.
So, definitely has a cushioning material inside, so it keeps this club for the hybrid and all of the other clubs protected. And you get a one-of-one Sandy Park Club hand-painted logo on there.
There it is.
So
congratulations
again, Donald. Again, we'll be having more giveaways in the near future.
Yep.
So keep watching and continue to connect with us on the descriptions or comments on Instagram so we can have you guys entered in to win.
Right. We also still have our shaft bands.
Yeah.
Our shaft bands and sticker combos are still available.
Right.
So, again, go to the sandyparkclub.com. Check out those stickers. We have the OG black and white.
Yep.
We got the green and white.
Correct.
And then we got that flashy hollow.
That flashy hollow.
That hollow, though, was nice.
Get those slappers.
Get them slapper stickers, man.
Yeah.
And on top of that, we also have the combo shaft bands.
Yes.
Of the national.
Yep.
The national red, white, and blue national with the circle The circle band.
The circle band, yeah.
That we're gonna be dropping, yearly.
Yep.
Right. And then you also have the black and green hollow shaft band.
Correct.
With the circle.
With this, yeah. we don't have a name.
We don't have a name for it.
It's
circle sticker, circle shaft band.
Right.
Sticker.
It's literally a sub logo of a golfer hitting out of a bunker.
Right. And so again, sandyparkclub.com.
Sandyparkclub.com
is where you can find it.
Yes, and those are still available, fairly inexpensive.
Fairly.
If you're a baller, buy all of them for your clubs.
Buy them all for your clubs, or get one, put on your driver or your putter. It's some quality stuff.
Right. And shout out to our man Hassan. Hassan, I think, is out in Dubai right now playing golf, but he was one of our guys that recently ordered some of the shaft bands and put it on his stuff.
Thank you, Hassan.
Yep,
thank you very much. Thanks for supporting.
Thank you for supporting, and spread the word out there. Shaft bands,
slap stickers.
We have them. I know people have been asking.
Mm-hmm.
So those are available at sandyparkclub.com. Also check out 18 Birdies app. Been heavily promoting the 18 Birdies app. Again, it's an app where you can have pro level caddy-like features when playing golf. It gives you true distances, and you can set up your golf bag in the app to get shot recommendations, and also practice on the app as well. Download it now using the QR code on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on the audio version, you can visit the video version of this and also find the download link from the description of this video. So check them out. It helps us and supports us. So 18 Birdies app, it's almost like a professional rangefinder, and it accounts for upslopes, downslopes, and wind. So you won't be, you don't need to worry about it being short or long.
Right. It'll tell you right then and there. It'll give you plays actual like.
Plays,
right?
The feature is called plays like, which means it gives you that true distance in regards to the upslope, the downslope, and what wind. Yeah, and I think that's why a lot of people have been kind of not wanting to download a GPS app, because they're like, it's just gonna give me GPS, but it's not gonna account for up or down, and not gonna account for if there's wind, hurting or helping wind. But I think the app has gained a lot of traction, and they've developed it really well. So I'm really excited. And I've been, again, me and Eloy have been using 18 Birdies now for the greater part of 5+ years.
Right? And it's only gotten better.
And it's only gotten better, right?
Right.
So 18 Birdies app, check them out. Download the app by using the QR code or the description link below. Yes, sir.
Support us. So
yes, this past Thanksgiving weekend,
we've had.
What did we have?
We finally had we didn't have a tour stop.
Nope.
Right? It was Thanksgiving, so all the pros had the weekend off.
Correct.
So we had the match. The match everybody was looking for. We've been talking about it.
Version 5.
It is version 5. One-on-one.
Bryson Dechambeau and Brooks Koepka.
There was a lot of hype going into this.
A lot of hype.
Because
the guys don't allegedly like each other.
Right? So there was a lot of bickering, with every interview coming up to the match.
Correct.
Even the interview right before the match.
Correct.
They were still kind of bickering with each other.
Yes.
So there was a lot of trash talking.
Right. They even did I want to say Bleacher Report did like a pre-match interview, and still same stuff. The guys are saying that they don't like each other. Obviously, they kind of knew that they had to sit with each other for this kind of pre-interview, and I think even Phil did a pre-interview via Zoom, if I'm not mistaken. But I think when we first started this kind of conversation about the match a couple weeks ago, I think you said you were siding with Bryson DeChambeau.
I was siding with. I was going Team Bryson the whole way.
Right.
Because I just want that big power swing.
Right. Yep. And I was going with Team Brooks.
Team Brooks.
Just because obviously he's more of a finesse player. And I think obviously the outcome was. I wish we had put money on the line.
Well, yeah, we could have actually. There's two of us. We both chose somebody else. We could have. We could put like a round of golf on the line or something.
That's true.
That would have been a better thing.
Right.
But I mean, granted, there was some takeaways.
Yep.
There were some keynotes that they threw out the match.
Right.
Bryson wearing custom shoes for the match that was provided by a sponsor, Puma.
Right.
The white and gold colors with BD versus BK text on the midsole.
Yep.
It actually looked pretty tight. I liked them.
They look interesting.
They were zooming in on it quite a bit.
Yeah.
There was a lot of I don't know. I guess Puma paid a lot to have their brand shown a lot.
I get it, and I think the kind of the gold. You're in Vegas. The Wynn Hotel is gold.
Gold, right.
All of that kind of Las Vegas-esque kind of theme that they're playing in at the match at the Wynn Golf Course Resort. So he had some interesting shoes, and I'm just not aware. I mean, Brooks had a pair of Nike shoes too. I don't know if those were custom. It's his signature shoe. I couldn't. They didn't really talk about it
too much. They talked more about Bryson's shoes,
yes,
right. But as far as for Brooks, they didn't really talk much. It looked like almost anything, but I believe they were custom.
Yeah, they look custom, and again, we'll try to find out more information on that. But regardless, it's Brooks is wearing his signature golf shoe, which is the Nike Air Zoom Infinity Tour. I have a video review of a couple colorways of Brooks's shoe. We'll have some links to those videos on previous videos I've done unboxing on. But you can pick up the same shoe, just not the same design that he had via Worldwide Golf Shops, which is Roger Dunn here in Southern California, and we'll have a link if you want to purchase.
Below.
Bryson, I'm sorry, I keep saying Brooks' shoes, Nike golf shoes, and we'll have a description link of that as well.
On hole 1, before they even teed off, Bryson kept going with the trash talk or the little try to get into Brooks' head.
Right.
Before he teed off, he told everybody, "I brought some Brooks cupcakes." I don't know. That was kind of weird. I believe he brought a plate. I believe there was like 6 or 7
on
like there.
6, 7 cupcakes.
And he was handing them out to the limited crowd that was there.
Right. But it's funny that he did that because I think there was a previous PGA Tour stop where they have the announcers at the beginning of the tournament announce like which golfers are going to be teeing off. And there have been some announcers that's called Brooks' last name, Brooks Cupcake. So I don't know if that was a play on that.
That probably was a play.
Yeah,
that's
maybe
what he was
that
trying to. Like I said, he was just probably trying to get in his head.
Yeah,
stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure that's why.
Right.
Because of the announcers called him Brooks Cupcakes.
Right.
Instead of Brooks Koepka.
Right.
I mean, I can see it.
Right.
I can see it.
But Brooks didn't look too impressed about it. I mean, obviously.
He kind of had a straight face.
Yeah, he was like, I'm here to win this.
He was focused.
Right.
He was focused. I give him that. Right off the bat, he was focused. Bryson, in my eyes, were kind of like trying to play around.
Right.
But, I mean, Brooks was just on another level.
Right.
He was like he was playing on a tour stop.
Right, exactly.
That's how Brooks looked going off the first tee.
Agreed.
He didn't let anything phase him.
Right. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, but that was pretty funny to see off the first hole.
Off the first hole.
Right.
Right off the bat. I got Brooks Cupcake.
Yeah. Bryson also tried to promote the match before the tournament by hitting a 521-yard drive from the top of the Wynn Hotel onto a face that they made of Brooks on a huge sign that they put on the golf course. So it took him, I don't know how many attempts in total, but it took him multiple attempts. But he actually hit it.
So he did hit it. He finally hit it.
He finally hit it. I mean, I think it was towards the end of the video. I think it was, again, I want to say Bleacher Report or Wynn Hotel did a video on this. Unfortunately, we can't show it for copyright reasons. But they had this promo video up, and 521 yards. I mean, I don't know what it accounted for on slope because I think it was like, top of the thing. Here, so 521 could be as easily as 300 yards.
300 yards, so. Which he gets.
Yeah,
easy.
Exactly.
He gets real easy.
Yeah, but he finally did hit it after at least 10 shots or something like that. But it was funny to see obviously with the power of Bryson's drive and hitting a target. I mean, from the top over there, it might look tiny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He was still able to hit.
And he was still able to hit it.
Props to him.
Yeah.
Props to him because even if we tried, we could hit it over 100 times.
They're probably not going.
It's not getting there.
It's either not getting there or we're nowhere near.
We're nowhere near it. Right. We on the strip somewhere.
Right.
The ball's on the strip. For some reason, it ended up on the strip instead of on the course.
Right.
That would be us. So shout out to you, Bryson, for doing that.
Right. And again, just going back to that pre-interview, I think the trash talking just really showed. To me, it was interesting because the trash talking. I think E had mentioned this. It wasn't prominent in the beginning of the match.
No.
Like, there was a lot of them just, they had Charles Barkley
Phil Mickelson.
and Phil Mickelson on AirPods wirelessly kind of, jibber-jabbing about the guys. And I think Phil even said that he predicted that Brooks would be up a couple of holes in the beginning, which he was totally correct.
He was correct, 100%.
But he had Bryson winning.
But he had Bryson winning.
Correct, which was not right.
Which was not right at all. And I think, Brooks took that personal.
Yeah.
He took that personal.
Which kept him quiet.
Which kept him quiet early in the round.
And let the game speak for itself.
And it spoke.
Right.
It spoke. He was just, like I said, he was playing like he was on tour.
Oh, yeah.
He was playing a tour stop like he was playing Sunday afternoon.
Right.
For a trophy and a purse. He was focused
throughout
the whole thing. He kept his talking very minimal.
Right.
When Barkley or Mickelson were trying to talk to him.
Right.
I want to say half the time he didn't even respond.
Correct.
He was just kind of focused either on his putt, second shot, his drive, whatever it was.
Right.
He was focused.
Right.
Yeah,
and I think that just accounts to, how good Brooks' game is when he's dialed in. Shout out to Strixon. Remember
he just signed.
He just signed, and obviously he's been using the Strixon stuff clubs wise. As you guys remember, if you guys watched the last episode where we kind of mentioned Brooks signing over to Cleveland Strixon Golf. You could probably see it on the bag when he had it, because they were driving themselves in the golf cart. They had that bag turned out. Like, so you can see, you're going to see the Strixon logo.
But they both did have, I don't know if you noticed, they both had custom carts. Did you see that?
Yeah, which I think they've done for a couple of them. Yeah.
Because with Bryson's, he had the Cobra. He had the Puma. All of those logos were painted on there. And then Brooks had Strixon and Nike.
Yeah, all of his sponsors on his.
And I believe Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
The biggest logo. It was a big logo. The biggest logo was Michelob Ultra.
Right.
So they paid a pretty penny to put their logo on that cart.
If I'm not mistaken, I don't know 100%, but I think that when Tiger did the match, I think we auctioned off his golf cart.
Really?
Yeah. I think the Monster, all his sponsors and stuff were all on there. I believe we auctioned off. And I think that's what they do with those things, unless they keep them. But
Charles Barkley says he has 3 of them in his garage. I will say that he said that.
Yeah.
He kept his.
Right.
He said, I'm not auctioning mine.
Right.
He's like, I kept all of mine. I got all of them.
Hey.
He's like, he drives them.
Hey, some people need them.
Right. Some people need them. Right.
But yeah, that was interesting to see. The other thing that was interesting to see, obviously we knew that Bryson was using his new Strixon clubs. The only club that Brooks does not play from Cleveland Strixon is his putter, which he's using a Scotty Cameron Terillium 2 Circle T. I have not had the opportunity to practice or play with one. But the Terillium from the OG Terillium when Tiger won back in the day, I forget what year that was. I think Tiger still alludes to him having that original Scotty Cameron in his house. It's interesting to see that he's not using a Cleveland or Strixon putter. Out there. But that, regardless of that, his Scotty Cameron was on fire.
It was. Yeah. It was. I mean, if it works,
it works.
It works, right? Right. I mean, sponsored or not, find me.
Right.
Find me because you want me to win, you want me to rock your club, I'll rock it.
Right.
But I need this one.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's probably something along the lines that he did.
Right.
Or maybe they told him, okay, rock all of our other clubs, our balls, wear our logo, but go ahead and have whatever putter you want. I mean, they're a big company. They have multiple athletes.
Right.
So I don't see why they wouldn't be, lenient with that with him. But
I mean, especially if you go and get him at 95% of your bag.
Right.
You're going to say no to 95% of your products being on tour and being seen on TV.
Winning.
I highly doubt you're going to say no to that. So
Right.
But regardless, his putter was on fire.
That's
Bryson's was not.
No.
And I'm still. What's your thoughts on the? I mean, they don't call it anchoring, but the long putter against your forearm.
I saw it, and I was watching. I was like, "What is that?"
Bryson's been using this technique for a couple years now. And he's won with it.
Yeah, he has.
So
I personally haven't done that myself.
Sure.
I've tried other grip styles.
Right.
The claw, the reverse grip. I've tried all of those.
Right.
But as far as different, like those big grips, or those long extensions,
right.
those I haven't. I've never actually personally tried myself.
Right. If anybody out there is using the Bryson technique for putting,
let us know.
Because
I'm curious.
I'm curious.
How?
We'd love to interview you.
Right. It's different.
It's different.
It was very different to see that. Kind of awkward, but
yes.
I mean, he's won with it.
Exactly.
He's been playing with it for years.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess it works.
Right.
It works for him.
Right.
So.
Yeah, so I mean, it didn't help him.
It didn't help him.
Brooks pretty much dominated from the beginning
to
end.
He did.
I mean, Bryson was sinking putts left and right. And I think Brooks was sinking putts left and right. But I think Bryson had even said to Brooks, like, "Bro, how are you playing this good right now?" And Brooks is like, "This is my major, like, like, what you doing, Bryson? I thought you hated this dude."
Right. But throughout the match, they kind of like, talked a little bit. They didn't talk very much, but there was a little bit talking back and forth.
Correct.
And, Brooks gave Bryson that good on that putt.
Yeah.
So, they even out that hole.
Right.
But it was just kind of, they were, once Brooks knew he had it in the bag.
Right.
He opened up.
Right.
He opened up and he loosened up a little more.
Right.
Once he knew he had
it in the bag.
When he knew that Bryson couldn't catch back up.
Right. And they didn't even need to go through 12 holes.
They didn't go to 12 holes. They didn't. They just played all the way until the long par 5 with the longest drive for charity.
Right.
Bryson, I believe, towed the first shot, and then he asked for a second shot, and that he would donate, I believe, $15K to charity.
Right.
For a second shot at the he donated it. I think he did it twice to try to get the longest drive, and he ended up getting it.
Brooks, you mean?
Brooks.
Right.
No.
Bryson.
Bryson.
God, these damn names.
They're so close.
Yeah, Bryson, Brooks.
Charles Barkley ended up adding, I believe, another $10,000 on top of that.
Correct.
To add to charity for Bryson to hit extra long drives.
Right.
Because he did bring 2 drivers with him.
Jeez.
He brought his regular traditional tour driver.
Right.
And then he brought his
powerful long drive one.
Neither of them.
Yeah.
Neither of them were really working for him. But, hey, shout out to the match.
Yeah, shout out to the match. Bryson defeats... I keep saying... Brooks defeats Bryson at 4-3, finishing at the 9th hole. Didn't need to go to 12. Congratulations to Brooks. Cupcake. Not Cupcake. Brooks Koepka. For winning the match. So it was entertaining, but let us know your thoughts on.
On the match.
Was it boring? Was it cool? 12-hole match. You don't need to watch a lot of it to kind of see who was going to dominate. So congratulations to Brooks Koepka, and sucks that you lost on on your pick there, E.
Right. I mean, it's all right.
Yeah.
Try again next year.
Right.
With whoever's on the match.
Correct.
Next year.
So some other big news this week. We had Tiger Woods' first video interview on Golf Digest, kind of post the incident last February, about 8, 9, 10 months ago now. So it was interesting to see Tiger's interview, because I think last week we saw the video of him hitting golf balls, so it was kind of like a
3-second video
that
kind of sparked the whole golf
industry, the golf world again. And now he's doing the interviews. He had one interview with Golf Digest, then he had his other interview at Hero World Challenge, his event out in the Bahamas. But regardless of kind of some key takeaways from the first interview with Golf Digest, again, it was his first interview he did publicly outside of coming back from the injury he sustained out in Palos Verdes, California. He did the interview at his house. I don't know if anybody gets to see his little studio that he has set up for. They have a video of it on YouTube where it's an indoor facility. I think he's using full swing and TrackMan and all of that, but then he can also open up the backside to hit outside to like grass. Yeah, there's a video of it. Of it on YouTube and
goals.
Seriously.
I mean, being number one golfer in the world in the past, and
you have all that
owning
money.
Foundations and stuff like that. He's got money to do that.
Right.
We could only dream about that.
I know.
I know. Unless you like and subscribe.
Right.
Help us get to that goal.
Help us get
there.
Yeah. We'll invite you over. We'll make it into,
We'll make a whole thing about it. Make some content on everything.
Right.
But. Yeah, it was at his home. It was nice.
It was nice to see his face and see him talking.
Want to see him on the course.
But he still says he won't be the same player he'll be before.
I mean, that was a significant injury.
Yeah.
That accident wasn't, I just tripped and hurt my ankle.
Right.
Nah, he got into a major accident where he had to have, I believe, major surgeries.
Yeah.
A couple surgeries, actually, matter of fact.
Yep.
And, so it'll be tough. I mean, all athletes, doesn't matter what sport.
Right.
Once they start getting surgeries due to an injury,
right,
it's hard for them to come back.
Correct.
And it's a very tough uphill battle.
Right.
For a lot of players who sustain injuries.
Correct.
So I believe when he said that he won't be the same player as he was before.
Right. And I think that's what's interesting, and I think that's kind of us seeing him, how he's evolved as a person, as a player, as a golfer, and all of the above, because historically it's always been, if he gets injured, he's going to get back up and he's going to make another roar, but he's pretty much admitting that, he doesn't need to win tournaments anymore.
And he doesn't.
He doesn't.
He's pretty... He's set.
Yeah, he's set.
He's set. He's built his foundations. Right. He's built courses. He's built, a bunch of things that can, that's going to set him income.
Right.
He doesn't need to go and
win every tournament.
Win every tournament anymore. You know, he there's some records he can break.
Correct.
Right. We talk about those records, but
but I don't even think that's on his table.
That's not. Yeah, he's kind of
wants life like for his back, his leg, and all of the injuries that he's sustained over the years to just be, out of his body. He just wants to be able to live life and be like a normal person, to be able to walk and just enjoy life and not worry about all of this extra stuff of trying to grind out and try to make it to the top. Like that's not top priority anymore. But yeah, he is working on his golf swing, but he does have limited endurance, he says. He says his right leg easily gets tired. He needs more muscle and nerve development to get that golf game back, to be able to walk properly, to be able to swing properly.
His leg was pretty messed up with all those surgeries.
Right.
He had to learn how to walk all over again.
Exactly.
He had to because it was the muscles were damaged, so he had to. They were repaired, so he had to basically learn literally how to walk again on that leg that was severely injured.
Right. Tiger says he doesn't have to compete again against the best players in golf to have a great life. So again, just alluding back to what we had just said, he's set and he does not. His goals are not what they used to be, and I think to me I'm accepting of that as a viewer of Tiger Woods and everything that he's given to the game. Obviously, we want him back, but
we would love to see him back on the course, playing 4 days, having his Sunday best red on, so it's.
But we have to kind of understand that sooner or later we're not going to be able to see that on a week. He doesn't want to climb Mount Everest again from his previous surgeries that he's had, where he's come out of this an injury and then had to go back to rehab, climb up, work on that game again. He said he doesn't need that anymore. And I don't think he does. I don't think he does. And I think that's totally correct. I think, he said that he alluded to that he can, play some golf, pitch and putt here and there. But if that's all we're going to get out of him for quite some time, I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad at that. Just to see him on the course, that'd be great. I mean, we grew up with him dominating. Right. He dominated week after week after week. Correct. Major after major after major. He dominated. Right. So to see him just play, that's a treat. Yep, exactly. And that gives a chance for all those other young guys to come up and make a big name for themselves. Exactly. Give him a chance.
Yeah, give him a chance. He says that he doesn't. He wants to come back on tour, but he only wants to play a limited schedule. Which again, he's been doing for the greater part of the last 2-3 years of his career. He's only been selective of certain tournaments where he knows he's going to have a chance to play, which is fine.
Right? I mean, he's known to withdraw from tournaments as well.
Correct.
If he's not feeling it, if his back is bothering him, if he just doesn't feel good after a round or two.
Right.
I mean, he can call it quits, and nobody's gonna judge him.
Nobody's gonna.
I mean, they're gonna be like they're gonna scold him a little bit because they're like, oh, why is he withdrawing? Why hasn't he finished the tournament?
Why is he not playing?
Why didn't he make the cut? This and that. He doesn't need to.
Right. He just came out of a life-altering surgery.
Right.
And he's going through rehab.
Right.
Y'all the golf world needs to understand, like, he ain't gonna be the same Tiger.
He's not gonna be the same Tiger.
Especially breaking your leg, like that's not the same. So we're probably gonna most likely see him mostly in majors and again very selected tournaments.
I mean, he does have that tour level or what is it, exempt tour or tour exempt?
Yeah, the tour exemption.
He does have that with all the majors and
and
championships that he's won. So he can just play in the majors if he wanted to.
Right.
Which is why not?
Right. Exactly.
Why not?
And prove us wrong. I mean, I'm pretty sure he wants to prove us wrong to a certain extent.
Of course.
But he's not going to stress himself out.
He's not. I mean, like, if he's not feeling it,
right.
He's
out. And
but if he's feeling it and he's like, oh, I can do this.
Right.
Why not go for the majors?
Exactly.
Why not go for the big trophies? Why not go for the big purses?
Right.
To add a little more pennies to his bank account. I mean, why not?
Right.
You got that option. Do it.
Right.
Why hurt yourself and play these smaller tour stops?
Right.
When just play the big ones.
Exactly.
Just play the majors.
I agree.
Why not?
I agree. Yeah, I've been getting a lot of some questions from from friends and colleagues saying, "Oh, do we think that we'll see Tiger at Genesis this year in February?" And I highly doubt it. I mean, we'll probably see him as a host, but as a competitor, highly doubt it. That February, we're in the month of December.
Right.
There is not enough
Early
time.
December. That's highly unlikely.
Highly
unlikely that he'll play in his tournament.
Yeah,
highly unlikely
we'll
that he'll play in the Genesis Invitational.
Right.
Great if he does.
Right.
But he might hit some shots on the range.
Right.
Just a few, possibly. That'd be great.
That'd be great, right?
That'd be great for one, his tournament, two, for the golf world,
right?
And just to show people that he's still got it,
right?
I think he still does, but I wouldn't want him playing in the tournament just to play.
Yeah,
just to play. No,
where you can re-injure yourself.
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. But big news there. So that was kind of the first interview that we saw from Tiger, especially from being at home. But again, he also had another interview this same week at Hero World Challenge, one of the golf tournaments that Tiger hosts out in the Bahamas. So interesting to see him there. I think he had a longer interview at Hero than he did at home. But Hero World Challenge is an invite-only, very limited field, top golfers of the world that get invited to play to this event. I think, some notable people that are going to be playing: Justin Rose, Colin Morikawa, Rory McIlroy, Justin Thomas, and fresh off the match is Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau.
Right.
Just to name a couple. But
some big names. Some big names. Some top level, some top rated players. So it should be good.
Yeah,
you said about like 21 players on the field?
Roughly about 21 players that are going to be playing in this field.
Okay.
And it's usually not a lot of people because it's in the Bahamas. It's an exclusive ticket. I do believe that they are selling grounds tickets this year, which is I haven't seen. I think they're roughly about $70-$80, but very limited tickets if you're in the area to get some tickets out there. But it's you typically don't see, they don't build out big grandstands or anything. It's very limited.
It's very limited. They're kind of just there wherever you can stand and not get hit by a ball.
Right, exactly.
Because they are golfers and they can still hit errant shots even though they're pros.
Correct. Agreed.
So it's doable to get hit.
Right. Tiger did say that he wishes that he was playing in the field, but is not going to be, of course, because he's still going through rehab. He's excited to see some of the top players that he hasn't seen since Genesis of last year. He said he's talked to people on the phone, and some of the closer golfers have come to his house, but a good majority of the guys he has not seen for a greater part of almost a year now. So he's excited to see those guys. One thing that's interesting that he said is because he's injured, he likes the play it forward kind of movement that the USGA has, where he means that he prefers playing the forward tees than he does the back tees.
I mean, you're going to shorten the hole by like 30, 40 yards. Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't, right?
Who wouldn't?
Right.
Even as average golfers as you and I, we you know, we like to challenge ourselves.
Right.
And we play the back tees.
The back tees, right.
It's fairly rare that we play the front tees.
Right.
Even for these sandy part events, we play the back tees. Right. Or at least the furthest back, because most of the time it's usually just the blues.
Yeah, usually it's blues. But I mean, it's interesting. I mean, Play It Forward has always, they've been talking about it for the last couple of years, but I don't know if it will make a way with everybody.
He just prefers it.
He prefers it. I mean, because obviously he has the injury. He doesn't want to walk as much. It's less stress on your body. So I'm all up for it. But will golf go that way? I don't know. I mean, our last conversation about this a couple episodes ago was golf courses are getting longer. 8,000 plus yards. Do we need that in golf? And, you know, obviously with technology being advanced, do we need that? I don't know. It doesn't make the game fun for me.
Right.
You know? So anything to make the game a little bit shorter, but it's still kind of maintaining that, you know, within 6,000 to 6,500 yards is kind of like, if you could keep it in that, I'm living
right.
And I think that's every average golfer's kind of, you know, agreements there. But I could be wrong. You're going to have those guys that want to challenge themselves, but keep those courses to a limited.
Right. That's still not necessarily make them exclusive, but just like keep it fun.
Yeah,
you know, it's a sport that, you know, you can play until you can't walk anymore.
Right.
So why keep trying to make it harder for people? Why add that random bunker in the middle?
Right.
Why have a 650-yard par 5?
Right.
Why? That's I mean, granted, yes, you're out there playing golf.
Right.
But at the same time, you want to have fun.
Right. You know, a 650-yard par 5 is going to take 5. Most average golfers take 5 shots to get on the green.
Get on the 5. That's fine. Just get on the green.
And then you go 3-putt most of the time.
3-putt, right. So you're going to walk out of there with a triple.
Yeah. And
maybe even a quad. And you're going to be mad. Then you're not having fun anymore.
Right.
So I'd rather keep the game fun.
Right.
And it's just... that's what I prefer.
Yeah, agreed.
So I'm with Tiger.
Right.
Play it forward, but at the same time, just keep it fun. Keep it fun.
Yeah, Tiger had a funny statement about, you know, the long walking he's had because he's created this beautiful home out in Florida, but he's having to be walking in crutches all day. That it hasn't been fun for him to walk his beautiful house because of the amount of walking he has.
That's big house, big problem.
Right. And I honestly think, I saw his, and he alluded to his triceps being jacked a little bit. Dude, he looked like a upcoming middle linebacker.
Man.
In this interview at Hero World. So
he was
he's working. Yeah, he's working out those arms, but he needs to work out some of them legs a little bit.
Work on them legs. I mean. But he just had a leg injury, man.
Yeah, I know. I get that.
So rehab it, then work on it.
Correct.
Because, you know, it's all in the hips.
Right.
So he'll get it back.
Right.
He'll get all that back.
Right. So, yep, Tiger's still kind of sticking to with what he said in his home interview. He's still going to be playing very limited events. Again, we still don't know what schedule
is,
for next year or even the year after. We don't know.
It's up to him.
It's up to him. One thing that was interesting during this interview is one of somebody asked him what he thinks about. I don't know if you know about this, but Greg Norman is starting his own kind of like a PGA Tour.
I heard about that. I saw that.
Right.
Didn't really look too much into it.
Yeah.
I heard he was getting some backlash.
Yep.
From some people, but not too familiarized with it.
Me neither. I mean, I've heard his name trying to create this thing, but I haven't heard an official name of what this is called. But Greg Norman, Hall of Fame golfer, won many events throughout his career on tour, but he's trying to create his own golf tour, allegedly to guarantee bigger prize money and bigger deals and contracts for golfers, which is great. But Tiger has said that his alliance is to the PGA Tour.
I mean, that's where all of his... That's where he was known.
Yeah, that's where he's won 82 events.
Right. That's where he's got all of his purses.
Correct.
So,
yeah.
I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
And he has that PGA Tour exempt.
Right.
So
yeah.
He can play whatever he wants. He doesn't have to win.
He doesn't have
to win anymore.
Right.
If he goes and he joins this new league,
right,
then, you know, they're going to expect him to win because he's Tiger. But... I mean, I think he's past the point where we should expect him to win.
Right.
I think we should just, enjoy him.
Enjoy him to be able to play.
Right.
I agree.
I think we should all move towards that. But I mean, it's a cold world out there. So everybody is going to criticize whoever they can.
Correct.
So
yeah. So hey, good luck to Greg Norman, and we're all excited to kind of see.
I mean, if it's another chance to watch more golf,
yeah,
hey, I'm with it.
I'm with it too. I'm with it too. So
I'm with it.
Yeah, we're all kind of waiting to see how that turns out. Unfortunately, Tiger won't be part of it, but whoever is part of it, I'm excited to see who kind of joins that league and what they can make out of that.
Right.
One thing that was interesting is one of the reporters asked Tiger, was amputation on the table when he had his injury and had to go through surgery, and Tiger did say yes, it was on the table. Oof, and pretty much made the whole room gasp,
right?
Because I don't think anybody was thinking that,
right?
But somebody did and asked the question, and he said yes. Tiger said yes.
So there was a possibility that
he could have lost a leg.
He could have lost a leg and never golfed again.
Right.
I mean, granted, he could have probably found a way to golf one leg.
Well, isn't even worth it. It wouldn't even be worth it at that point.
Right.
You know, so, you pretty much have everything, and you just want to make your life better at that point. Why go through the stresses of trying to
golf?
Right.
And, once you figure out life with one leg, then go ahead and add a sprinkle of golf. But thank God it didn't. He still has both legs, as we saw in his 3-second clip of him swinging.
So he can still hit a golf ball.
He can still hit a golf ball.
Just not as powerful as he used to. And I think it'll get there again. I don't know when. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Tiger doesn't know.
Tiger doesn't even know himself.
Right.
As long as he continues with his rehab.
Right.
And he continues to follow all of his doctors and, taking it easy.
Right.
But he'll heal up, but as a timetable of when, and how fast, and how strong he'll be, there's no telling.
Right.
It's just time. We gotta just
give it time and expect not too much right away.
Yeah, right. Everybody has expectations for Tiger way up here.
Right.
Oh, Tiger here. Right. Just bring it down a little bit. Just bring it down.
Right.
Just, bring it down to, as people say, bring it down to earth.
Yep. Exactly.
Expect something, but don't expect him to come in first. Don't expect him to, win everything he joins. Just enjoy him golfing.
Correct. I agree.
Enjoy it.
But yeah, it's great to see Tiger back, at least on interviews, and if you are able to make it to one of his tournaments, or even see him at a tour stop. Maybe not playing, but it's great to see him back and kind of interacting back with the golf community. Tiger is currently celebrating, along with my coworkers, the 25-year anniversary of the Tiger Woods TGR Foundation, where he's still empowering students to pursue their passions through education. So
there it is. 25 years. Congrats on that.
Yeah, congrats to Tiger. I'm glad to be part of it in the sense that I'm part of the TGR Foundation team.
Right.
But we're all excited to see what happens to Tiger. I think in the coming week we're excited to see what happens at Hero World, and then we'll have updates for that next week.
Right.
Again, congratulations to Brooks winning the match this past week.
Congratulations to Donald Schmeltz again.
Yeah, congratulations to Donald for winning the
head cover. Congrats on that. A lot of congratulations going around here.
Yeah.
Congrats to us to getting to 10 episodes.
Yes, congrats to us to getting to 10 episodes.
10 episodes.
Yes, sponsors come in. We need some more sponsors to come in.
Right. If you would like to donate to the podcast, you can go to what is it? Anchor.
Anchor's platform, but we'll have the description.
We'll have it in the description below.
Right, but help us. Continue to put this podcast out there.
Yes.
Share it with your friends. You can download the episode.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
Follow us on IG. It'll be all in the handles down below.
Right. So the more we can get more involvement with you guys, and the more we can provide for you guys as well. But that wraps up today's episode of the Sandy Park Club podcast.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. And like we like to say here at the podcast, hashtag never golf alone.
Never golf alone.
And we'll see you guys soon.
In the next one.